Welcome to GunZ Academy. I'm HTK and I'll be your instructor today. This is an in-depth guide for GunZ the Duel, mostly focusing on K-style techniques. K-style, short for Korean style, is a broad term used to describe the animation canceling techniques that make GunZ the unique and fast-paced game we all know and love. This video will be broken up into 4 sections: basic controls and game mechanics, beginner moves, intermediate moves, and advanced moves. This guide uses slow motion to show moves in great detail, but if you need them even slower, you can reduce playback speed through YouTube itself. A quick disclaimer before we start: there may be some dispute over the names of specific moves. Keep in mind, opinions may vary. With that said, let's move on to our first section. Basic game mechanics and controls. Move your character with the WASD keys. Jump with spacebar. Attack with left click. Dash. With your melee weapon equipped, double tap a direction key. Dashes can be chained together, but keep in mind that the timing is specific. Tumbling. With your gun out, double tap a direction key. One benefit of tumbling is that it's completely quiet, allowing you to sneak around the map. The drawback of tumbling is that it cannot be cancelled. Wall jump. When your character touches the wall, press jump. You can jump off a wall from any direction. You can maintain a lot of momentum by glancing off of a wall, while jumping just as part of your character graces the surface. Keep in mind that wall jumps are sensitive to camera angle. Looking upwards or downwards at an extreme angle can make your wall jump fail. Wall run. You can wall run straight up a wall. Walk directly towards a wall and press the jump key when your character model is touching the base of the wall. Vertical wall runs aren't used that frequently, but they have situational usefulness, such as when you need to execute a reload while remaining evasive. To wall run, approach the wall at an angle, about 45 degrees, with some momentum. Press jump right as your character touches the wall and not a moment before. If you jump, you did it too soon. You also don't want your camera angled too high or too low either. Later, we'll show you how to wall run from the air. Shift is the default block key. Blocking can block melee attacks, as well as enemy bullets from the waist up. When blocking melee attacks, it is possible to recoil enemies. Flip. You can flip an opponent up into the air. Right-click is the default button for this. If you're fast enough, you can draw out your gun and shoot your enemy in the air. If you flip an opponent into a bottomless pit, this awards you a kill. Due to how players connect to each other, if someone is high pinged to you, you may need to lead your flip for this attack to land. Safe fall. If you get flipped, press jump. Massive. You may charge a massive strike by holding down slash while on the ground. This attack damages and stuns opponents. Buffered jump. If you're in midair and press jump before you land, you will jump again the moment you touch the ground. You can also buffer a jump out of a dash. This also works for wall jumps. These are important concepts for several moves coming up. Switching weapons. Next weapon and previous weapon will cycle between all of your equipment. This is scroll wheel by default. You can directly switch with the number keys by default. Switching directly allows you to quick switch. When you quick switch, a weapon comes out instantaneously. Wall hang. While in midair, hold flip. If you're facing a wall, you can hang there. You can hold the back button and press jump to flip far away from the wall. To climb, continue to hold flip, hold down forward button, and then press jump. Beginner. This is where we start to build the foundation for K-style, using combinations of basic mechanics along with some simple animation cancels. Here are some general tips for learning K-style. Keep your inputs controlled. Don't mash or spam buttons. Break moves up into smaller sections and practice those, combining the small parts that make up a full move. This will take a lot of practice, so don't overdo it. take breaks, and be sure to maintain decent posture. Muscle memory is formed when you sleep, so if you're struggling with a move, go to bed and try again the next day. You may notice we're pulling out our sword at the end of every move, though it's not listed in the steps. Having your sword out is usually the default state of K-style, so even when not explicitly listed, it's often assumed you'll switch to your sword at the end of a move. Try not to compare yourself to people who have years, if not decades, of experience more than you. Enjoy the journey of improving. With that said, let's get on to the moves. Light step. Getting comfortable with these 3 actions in this order will help you learn many other moves. A light step, along with any move that involves a dash, can be performed in all 4 directions. Wall climb. This is one of the most important concepts for mobility. After a wall jump, slash to cancel the falling animation. This allows you to act out of midair, which means you can dash back to the wall, then jump again. Try to traverse the map without your feet ever touching the ground. You can wall climb from any direction. Congratulations, you have now unlocked the power of flight. Butterfly. Butterfly is one of the basic melee options in K-style. You cancel the slash animation with the block, but the slash still comes out. This move is basically a light step with a block added onto the end of it. Butterfly allows you to move, attack, and protect yourself all at once. If you're in the air, you can also butterfly in rapid succession. In midair, slashes come out instantaneously, but on the ground, a slash takes a few frames to come out before you can use block to cancel the rest of the slash animation. Slash shot. Slash shot allows you to slash and shoot. The slash still goes off, allowing you to slash an opponent before shooting. This is sometimes called a slash PB. PB stands for point blank. You can hold the left click from slash to also shoot, or you can click 2 separate times, one for the slash and one for the shot. Double light step. Essentially, this slash is canceling your dash animation, allowing you to input a second dash. You may input your second dash faster or slower, resulting in different landing spots. This move, along with any move that uses several dashes, can combine different directions of dashes to really mix things up. Half step. Just like with double light step, the second dash can be input at different timings. When the second dash is input very quickly, some people refer to this as a dash break. Flash step, or quick slash. Essentially, the slash cancels falling animations, and the quick switch cancels the rest of the slash animation. Double flash step is a very fast move that will increase your evasiveness. The key to flash step is slashing and immediately pulling out your gun and pulling out your sword right away. These inputs can happen almost simultaneously. Gear tap. This move is much less common than slash shot and mostly serves as a mix-up to make your movements less predictable. Half step. Half step is nearly all of the same inputs as a half step, except you add a buffered jump. Swap shot. To shoot faster, alternate between your guns. This same technique applies to medkits, allowing you to heal faster, strafe back and forth, or walk into a wall as you drop your medkits. Reload shot, or RS. Essentially, reloading cancels the small recoil animation of the shotgun, allowing you to instantly pull out another weapon. When doing this, your reload does not complete. An uninterrupted reload is required to refill your gun. Walking while RSing is the fastest possible way to get all of your bullets out. Reverse Massive. Look, massive strikes are weird. Block Rush. Block Rush is a mobility move that's great for chaining between other moves, allowing you to redirect yourself and increase your evasiveness. This block, while brief, can block enemy bullets and be the difference between life and death. Block Launch. Block Launch is a block rush with a jump out of it. You carry all of the dash momentum through the jump, and then you can immediately move into another K-style move. Intermediate. This is where moves start to grow more intricate. We'll be building on moves we've already learned, adding elements that you've already seen. Mostly this means making things faster by including reload cancels after your shots. Reload slash shot, or RSS. Reload slash shot is identical to a regular slash shot, except you reload right after you shoot and then pull out your sword. Chaining reload slash shot yields a high rate of fire. When chaining these moves, you must alternate between your guns, otherwise you return to the original gun too soon and won't be able to shoot it. Reload half step, or RHS. This move has a slightly slower top speed than reload slash shot, but trades speed for evasiveness. This is a move that shines by mixing up dash directions. Try not to stick just to left right or right to left. Reload half step, or RHHS. Perform a half step, but reload right after the shot before returning to sword. This move is basically reload half step with a jump added. If you already know reload half step, learning reload half step might take you about 5 minutes. Pion Pion Quick Shot, or PPQ. PPQ is essentially a half step with 2 shots. This is a fairly tricky move to execute at its top speed and requires a max speed reload shot while performing the small hop and dash. Shimmer. These inputs all happen nearly simultaneously. Getting the timing of this down will help on several moves later, particularly anything that involves a late dash. You can start the first input of the dash before any other input, shooting, reloading, and switching as you input the second press of the direction key to dash. Gear tap late dash. This is the first move in our guide that uses a late dash, and might be the easiest one to learn it on. This is a gear tap, but the inputs for the reload, switch to sword, and dash are nearly simultaneous. You'll know you've done it correctly when you see dash lines behind your character, but do not hear a dash. Double butterfly. This is likely the single most common melee technique used in guns. Extremely versatile and not too difficult to execute consistently. Essentially, on the way up, you want to execute a slash block, and on the way down, you want to execute another slash block. The dash is optional because you can double butterfly in place. Flash step wall climb. To climb walls even faster, we can flash step into them. The timing on the jump can be forgiving, as you can press jump moments before you reach the wall, or even moments after. Wall post. Wall posting as a concept is when you combine wall climbing with any action that shoots. You can think of it as a flash step wall climb, except you keep your gun out and shoot. You can RSS into a wall, or you can get 2 shots by RSing off of a wall. Mixing up which one of these you do consistently can make you less predictable and harder to aim at. An advanced variant of wall posting features a late dash away from the wall before dashing back towards it. Yo-yo. Yo-yo allows you to perform a gun dash without any prior slashes. Yo-yo is a very common move for players who use a dagger. Yo-yo can be chained together, allowing you to redirect in midair. For a long time, only male character models could perform a yo-yo, but several servers have made the change to allow female yo-yo as well. You may have to activate this setting somewhere in the options menu. Instafall and Instakill. Flips don't need the entire animation to play in order to flip someone, though they don't come out instantaneously. This doesn't always instantly kill your enemy unless their health is low enough. It's just a cool name. If someone tries to insta-fall you, it is possible to safe fall, so long as you press jump fast enough. Groundlet. This move has few practical applications on its own, but learning it is a gateway to another powerful move we'll learn later. Quick block. A quick block can be added on to virtually any move where you switch back to your sword. These can be lifesavers, as blocking enemy shots just at the right time can save your skin. Hold down block, and the moment you pull out your sword, you'll be blocking. Air wall running. To wall run while in midair, move towards the wall at the appropriate angle and press jump twice. Don't press jump too many times or you'll immediately jump out of the wall run you just started. Propel. If you begin a wall run while in a slashing animation, you'll glide along the wall for a little while before jumping off of it. You can also propel using a flash step. This is a great way to gain elevation quickly. Propels can also be executed while midair. Advanced. Here's where your fingers might start to hurt. Add these moves when you've mastered everything else before. For the sake of simplicity, instead of each individual key press, several of these moves will be shown as combinations of other moves. Forbidden Step. To execute this move, perform a dashless slash shot in place, and then execute a half step. Try comboing into this move out of a ground dash, which will use your momentum while performing the first slash shot portion. Late dash half step. This is an extremely versatile move and is the natural progression from RSS and RHS, kind of marrying the two ideas. This move chained together is one of the fastest moves in the game. You can also LDHS while in midair. Double half step. This move is really a composite of two moves in one jump. Late dash gear tap right into a late dash half step. JTap. Remember Groundlet? JTap adds shooting. This move is very easy to mess up, so practice a lot before you try using it in combat. Triple butterfly. This is not as easy as it looks. It's best to practice this move while facing a wall so you can see your slashes happening against it. You need to be hitting a slash block the moment your feet come off the ground. One way to practice this is to see if you can get a slash block and a wall hang off in the same jump. If you can't hit that, then you're not getting the first butterfly off fast enough. If you really want bragging rights, try adding a dash into your triple butterfly. Triple flash step. This is an extremely valuable movement technique. You can think of this as a shotless gear tap mixed with a double flash step. This is an extremely valuable movement technique that many high players use continuously throughout the map. Grounded double half step.
GDHS can be rapidly chained together.
Two big pointers for this move are to remember that when you first jump, you need to wait a moment to ensure you reach the max height of your jump before the dash. And then you must delay your slash. Don't slash until you're about to land from the first jump.
Advanced move modifiers. This section contains concepts more than moves. These can be added to many other moves to augment them and make them much more powerful.
Velostop. This is more of a technique than a move. If you're moving in a particular direction, tap the opposite direction, and when you jump, your character will be stopped in place. Blink. You'll know you did it right when you see dash lines but hear no sound.
This is a move that can combo into almost anything else,
essentially allowing an extra dash per jump. The timing for this is essentially the same as yo-yo. One key thing to remember is to wait for the right leg of your character model to kick up just before you dash. So you've reached the end of our K-Style guide. You've got to be a mechanical god by this point. Now all you have left to learn is aiming, tactics, teamwork, and game sense. Seems easy to me. I hope you found this guide valuable. If you liked the video, throw us a like. The biggest way you could help us out is to direct other new players to the GunZ Academy channel. We have many more guides and tutorials in the works, so subscribe if you want to stay up to date on what we release next. Thanks a lot for watching.